Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to Fernvalley Farm's YouTube channel. If we're first meeting, my name is Vince, and on this channel, like I always say, we are pure country. Alrighty, we are doing a beekeeping, bee-related video this morning here. This is talking about when your honey crystallizes and how to uncrystallize your honey. You don't want to microwave it. I mean, you can read up on this, and some people say you can microwave it, just do it really slow. Other things say don't microwave it, it breaks it down, it does something to it. The easiest way to do this is to warm it up in warm water. Honey will start to crystallize when it gets 50 degrees or lower. Even in the hives, if it starts getting cold out, when the like up here in northern Illinois, it starts getting cold, and it can get really cold at times. The honey will start to crystallize, even in the hive, if it gets below 50 degrees. But most likely in your beehives, it probably won't, because all those bees in there, hopefully your hives are loaded with bees, and you won't have any issues with, it gets that cold in there. Those hives stay about 98 degrees, I want to say, if I remember right, when it's loaded with bees. But like in a tree, if you got you got wild bees out like in a tree or something, and they're not as protected, the honey can start to crystallize about 50 degrees. Or if you keep it in your basement like I did, and this is what happens. This is what it looks like. The basement gets a little cold. Actually, it was fine, and we had a really bad cold snap about, I don't know, a month and a half ago. And the basement of course got cold. I mean, it's not freezing down there, but it's cold because it's the basement. It's not finished. But this is what it turned into sitting down there. This is what it looked like before. This is some new honey that I just finished bottling. And let me back this camera up just a hair. I'm like really close. This is what it looked like after it's freshly bottled. See how nice light golden color. It's really loose. When it sat in the basement, it did this, which is not a big deal. Just heat it up. That's all you do. And all I do, this is so simple. And here again, a lot of my videos, I just try and get right to the point. I'm not going to draw this whole thing out. You fill a pot of water, get it boiling, and stick the bottles in. You want to just put it, or just till it's just about to boil, and then just take your bottle and just soak it in the water. It's that simple. You don't need to watch me boil water. You can figure this one out yourself, I would hope. Because honey is, it's two, how do I say this? Two saturated sugars. It's glucose and fructose. Right? Am I saying that right? Glucose and fructose. Two saturated sugars in honey. That's what makes up honey. Like I said, when it gets below 50 degrees, it will start to crystallize. Some honeys, depending on what they're made of, crystallize faster. I want to say alfalfa and clover honey crystallizes a lot faster than, like, let's say maple or blackberry or some of the other different, I mean, there's so many different honeys out there. I'm just throwing a couple of names off the top of my head that I can remember here. But I know, like up here, we have a lot of alfalfa fields for all the hay. There's a lot of clover. My pastures for my horses have clover. So your alfalfa and your clover honey will crystallize faster than like the maples or the blackberries, and you can look it up and see. You can see what. Like I said, there's so many different types of honey. I just know, like here, like I say, a clover, like alfalfa. But anyways, if it does crystallize, it's not a big deal. I've already done this to a few bottles. My kid took one to school today for Christmas for a grab bag. I heated one up. I had a couple downstairs. The rest of them I'm keeping up here in the kitchen now. I'm gonna use this cabinet actually next fall and keep everything in the cabinet. But I just did one for her last night. Honey does keep better in glass bottles than plastic bottles as far as like when it crystallizes. But plastic works just fine. I have no issues with plastic. The only thing, just be careful if you take a plastic, like I got my bear. This is one of my 12-ounce bears. And when I did it for her last night, she tells me this at 8:30 last night, so of course, and she needs it by this morning. So what I did is I heated it up kind of quick, and it was fine. It melted just fine, but I heated the bottle too fast, and the bottle started to swell a little bit, so then of course it wasn't going to sit flat. So all I did was just transfer it to a different bottle for her, reseal it, and we were off, you know. Just take your bottles, just get yourself some warm water, just heat it up on the stove just until it's about to boil. I said boiling earlier, I really meant to say just as it's about to boil, and just shut it off, stick your bottle in there, let it just sit. You'll see, if you look at it, you'll start to see it. you'll start seeing it change color on you. And it'll get right back to this, and then you're good to go. And then just keep it up somewhere where it's warm. I'm not going to keep mine in the basement anymore. After I bottle, I'll keep it up here in the cabinet. And most of the time, not that I'm bragging, but I can't keep it around that long anyways because it goes that fast. As soon as people know it's ready, it's gone. I do have a few bottles left for the summer. I'm going to kind of hang on to over the winter in case people want one. You know, I have a few. But anyways, that's my story. Really, really simple. Don't microwave it. Just do it in warm water. Take your time with it, and you'll have great results. Like I said, it's really, really simple. So if your honey looks like this, and you want it to get back like this, pot of warm water, it doesn't take that long. So anyways, hopefully you like this video. Hopefully you learned something from this video. Any questions, comments, please leave them. Hit the subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button right there. Subscribe to the channel. You don't want to miss any of these videos. Anybody's got any suggestions on a video, anything related to farm life, country living, country life, anything, I have horses here, so anything you want to know. I've got some videos coming out on taking care of your animals, especially now in the winter time, it's cold. But when you do subscribe, hit the little bell next to that subscribe button. This way you'll get notified every time one of these videos comes out. But like I always say, thanks for watching. I really, really appreciate it. And I will talk to you guys later. All right.